Powell continues to disappoint, markets are up, and good news is bad news, and I'm tired of it. Let's talk about it. Hello everybody, Joe Werber coming at you. And in Powell's most recent meeting, and when I say Powell, I'm talking about Federal Chairman Jerome Powell, the guy who has more control over your money than anybody in Congress, any official out there, is still doing his best to cause a recession. See, he's upset that we still have inflation. Now, inflation has come way down. 6 months ago, inflation was at 9.1%. In January, we saw inflation drop to 6.5%. So it is falling in the correct fashion, but Powell is still trying to raise interest rates to move inflation down. Look, inflation is going to fall on its own. We know it. They know it. I don't know why he wants to create this recession, but I'm tired of it. I don't want to talk about Powell anymore. The markets keep listening to him. And in fact, in the last meeting that Powell had, the markets heard something different than what I heard. The markets heard Powell say they are going to slow down the rate increases and maybe start lowering rates. And I didn't hear that. I heard Powell say, we're going to continue with 0.25% rate increases until inflation hits 2%. I don't know if inflation's ever going to hit 2% again, but that's what he's saying is going to happen. But the markets heard something different. In fact, we saw that because the NASDAQ has taken off like a rocket. Year to date, the NASDAQ is up over 14%. The S&P 500 is up over 8%, and that's in 1 month. Now, remember, last year, the S&P 500 lost 20%. The NASDAQ lost over 30%. So this means we're coming out of bear territory. We're coming out of market correction territory, and we're heading into the right direction, which is a positive. I mean, look at the numbers. Unemployment hit 3.4% this year. That's the lowest rate we've seen in over 50 years. But for some reason, they're still saying the economy is in the tank. You can't have above full unemployment. You can't have wages actually coming down. Now, this isn't a positive for the individuals out there, but we're actually seeing actual values of wages coming down against inflation. So this is a positive for Powell and his fight against inflation. This is a negative for people who are getting jobs, but to see unemployment actually fall to 3.4%, while at the same time, real wage values are falling, this should tell everybody out there that this economy is strong. 2023 could be a very powerful year for the stock market, especially coming off of the massive losses we saw in 2022. Now, it's interesting to see what happens when Powell speaks and the market interprets it one way. We saw the NASDAQ hit a 17% return for this year because they thought that he was going to become more dovish. See, hawkish means that he's going to continue raising interest rates. Dovish means he might start pulling back and lowering interest rates. And growth stocks like a lower interest rate environment, and value stocks like a higher interest rate environment. That's why we've seen the S&P 500 do so well, the Dow Jones had done so well, and the NASDAQ had such a terrible downturn last year. The minute the markets thought he was going to become more dovish, we saw growth stocks take off. Now, they have tempered that return a little bit, and we're seeing some positive days and some negative days, which is very healthy for the stock market. You want to see the market move 1 or 2 or 3% forward, then have maybe a 1 or 2% pullback. That is a good thing. Markets that just consistently and steadily grow percent after percent after percent scare me, and I don't like it. What I also don't like is the fact that positive economic news is scaring everybody and it's becoming negative. So when that unemployment number came out, that 3.4%, the markets went crazy because they thought, oh my gosh, unemployment is falling. This is going to upset Powell. Powell's going to raise rates even more and the markets are going to fall. And we need to stop worrying about Powell. Powell said at his meeting, he said, I am not that concerned about unemployment. Would I like to see unemployment go up? Yes, I would, because that would tell me that we're getting inflation under control. But at the same time, he also said that because real wages have come down, he is excited about that. And that tells me that even though unemployment is not rising, he may not raise rates at such a high rate going forward. This should tell everybody out there, this is a positive. Unemployment is down, real wages are down, Powell isn't as scared about it, the markets are up nearly 10%. This means 2023 is off to a great start, and rarely do we have a negative year where we have a positive January. I'm excited about 2023. Make sure you check back every week to see what's going on, what's really going on behind the scenes, so you can wade through all the fluff that the markets are putting out there, that the news is putting out there. I mean, my goodness, every day I'm seeing negative news when we should be seeing positive news. The economy is strong, unemployment is strong, people still have cash. This is a good thing. 2023 could be a great year. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Check out some of my other videos. Leave a comment down below. And as always, I'll see you next time.